So in 2005, everybody was engaged. It was like the most adorable, sweetest, most darling, romantical time of all, and I wanted to be in on it. Not in an annoying way, but like, it was really fun. We were planning weddings and talking about houses, and everyone was doing it. And I had met this guy, and we had this really cute first date. I suggested that I would drive like east, and he would drive west. And wherever we met, we would like have to make our date start there and go from there. So we did, and it was really fun. And then we got we had a lot of fun, like a lot of adventures and cool stuff. And so things were going quite well with us, and we decided to buy a house. So it was new construction. I know, genius. So we bought this house, and it was new construction, and we had like a couple things that we couldn't decide about. Like, it was a townhouse, and it was just like temporary, like an investment. So I wanted to keep things real basic, and he wanted like a pulley system that would go through all the stairs, so we could put stuff in and raise it up, and we wouldn't pay to finish the basement, so we could do this elaborate thing and get like a dumbwaiter and like porthole boat window things on the house, but it was in a row, so we would stand out. And so we were like taking our time with this. So then we also got an apartment in the meantime, because new construction, it was going to take about a year before we could be in. So we're like, we're happy, we're engaged, we're in our, we're getting ready to move into the apartment, and then we realize like things aren't quite working out. So we decided to get engaged. So that was really sad, and I wanted to talk to my friends about it, but they were all planning their weddings and having their like joyful life moments, and I didn't want to be the drip. So I would like not really hang out with anybody, but he would listen and he would discuss it with me. So we started talking more and more, and then he was like, well, maybe we should hang out and like we can talk about it. So then I drove one way and he drove the other, and we met, and that was how we got back together. When we got engaged, by the way, he drove me to the halfway point and proposed, which was really cute, except there was a dilapidated newsstand shack thing that also did like the notary thing, notary thing where they validate that you can take authorization of someone else's kid if they die type stuff. So that's where we got engaged. That was cute. And then we were back together and everything was totally awesome again. And then we went and re-leased the same apartment that we didn't work out in the first time. And the lady in the office was like, you guys look familiar. And then I think she realized, and she kind of bit her tongue, and that was embarrassing, and I hated getting the mail. And it just got more weird, and my friends were all married and having children and these lovely lives. And Steve and I could not make it work. And we tried to plan a wedding, and his parents got married in the backyard and like rode around the town and told everyone to come over in the afternoon, they're getting married. My parents had a huge wedding. So we were trying to find a middle ground, and we decided we would drive around the country and go take everyone to dinner one-on-one, or like family on two or whatever. And it would be awesome. Like, we could see everyone, we could spend time. I could wear my dress for 2 weeks. I could get my picture taken in front of Mount Rushmore. I could get my picture taken in front of one of those giant balls of yarn. There was all this great potential. And then we started like talking about things more, and then we decided that it wasn't going to work out, and we got engaged again. So at this point I was kind of like bummed, but also like when we decided we couldn't talk about it, because all of a sudden we go to talk about it again and everyone was like, oh boy, you cried wolf. So we just let it go. Like, we were like done, we were done, and I was like, I'm gonna spend time for myself. So I spent the next like year and a half, 2 years volunteering as much as I could. I started doing improv. I started doing all sorts of, anyone who would invite me to things, I'd say yes. I went on 12 dates in a month. Well, actually it was 16 and 20 days. So that was totally awesome. And I had a blog, I did all this stuff, and I feel like I was really, really successful. I don't have a husband. I don't have kids. I don't have a mortgage. But it's okay because I also don't have to worry about babysitters or buying Tylenol in the smaller doses. So it worked out okay. And then incidentally, I also recently found out that he got married to a girl, and their wedding was at their halfway point on the turnpike out of Roy Rogers. So I think I came out ahead.